What is up, YouTube? It's your boy back with another one. We are in the car on the way to work, and guess what today is? It's Royal Rumble Day. That's right. It's the beginning of the road to WrestleMania. Tonight starts off with two 30-people battle royals. First one for the women, the second one for the men. Then of course we got a couple of matches, but I'm not gonna go into details with y'all on that because this is not that channel. But man, I'm always excited for wrestling days like this because when it kicks off the road to WrestleMania, that's when all the perks come out. Like, people return, people make debuts, and they start booking these crazy matches for the biggest event of the year. It's up there with the Super Bowl for the wrestling community, obviously, but like I said, I'm not going to bore you with all the details, but tonight is going to be good. Today at work, I have a short day. Probably gonna leave about 3 o'clock because that's what I do. I go to work for a few hours on wrestling days. That way I can come back and stream. But you know, right now I'm actually trying something different, or I'm not doing something different. I added something different to the setup. I'm actually using an ND filter on my GoPro, and I'm testing it out because, you know, though I like using, you know, just the regular lens, there's times where I look a little too bright. I'm like just way bright, and I'm like, okay, this ain't gonna work for me. So using an ND filter, I bought them off Amazon. I got a 4-pack, the GoPro ones. So we're testing it out to see how it looks. Right now, from what I see on the little screen, it's looking good. It looks better than the regular one, but I'm going to tell you why I invested some money into these filters, and I'm going to tell you what they're going to be used for. But let me get to work, and we will talk some more about that here in a little bit. Alright, I'm back. Don't know why I did that. I took my Monster out of the bag to put it in the refrigerator here at work, and I brought the bag to the refrigerator. And I left the Monster on the table. How silly of me, how silly. But yeah, we're here at work, and like I said, I bought some ND filters for the GoPro because I was kind of torn between buying a different camera or investing to make this one better. Well, I was looking up reviews and stuff on YouTube because, you know, that's what I do. I look up YouTube stuff like everyone else. And I was like typing in GoPro versus the Osmo Pocket 3. And a lot of the reviews for the Osmo Pocket 3 are really good. A lot of people have that camera. A lot of people use it. And honestly, it's pretty pricey. It is a costly camera. If you want the creator pack, it's gonna run you about 700 bucks. Like, let's be real. But it comes with everything you'll need to start. And with that, you know, you'll get like cinematic shots and this and that, but I'll probably be stuck with the same situation I have, and that's how clear the picture looks. Like right now I got this on 5K, 30 frames a second, linear mode, and HDR. That's what the GoPro is set to, if you know what I'm talking about. But throwing on this ND filter, I'm noticing right now for the first time, because this is the first time I'm using it, that it doesn't have that flicker effect like it did with just the regular lens. And that's the problem I would have had if I got the Osmo Pocket 3, is that I still would have got that flicker, but at the same time, I would have had to buy an ND filter for that camera as well to prevent that. So, looking at my options, weighing them, I was like, I think it's just cheaper if I just invest into the ND filters because they only cost like 70 bucks. And I've already spent like 300 and something on this camera, close to 4. So if I were to resell it, like resell the GoPro, I wouldn't get that much back for it. I wouldn't get the 400 back. I'd probably get like 3, maybe 350, if that. Like, that's not a guarantee. But to get the Osmo would have been double of what my investment was on this camera. So I just decided to get the ND filters and use it like this. And right now I'm happy with the results. I won't know what it looks like all the way until I'm in, editing mode and all that. But right now I can tell you the results are looking good. It is working way better. Right now, I haven't fully tested it. This is just like on the ND filter, the 4. I don't know what that means. It's on 4. I was using 8 last night, but it said that was like I needed to go lower for the lighting I had. So that's what I did, is put the 4 on. And right now it's morning here in Dallas. It's not like that bright yet. But when I start doing vlogs in the afternoons, then of course I'll use a higher, ND filter, like the 8 or the 16. I don't think I'll really use the 32 until like summertime when it's like really bright and all that. But I also did upgrade my memory card. That's going to get here today. I have a 128 gigabyte right now in this camera, and it gives me like 4 hours and 30 minutes of recording time. So I bumped it up to a 512 just so I can have more space and not have to delete stuff and move it all the time. Like, I can actually keep stuff on the GoPro, get certain shots and whatnot. but yeah, I want to take this channel and obviously elevate my game when it comes to editing and everything, because I do quite a bit of editing. Like, I edit a lot for my wrestling channel, and obviously I want to go to more events and all that. So I am going to be going to events this year, and I want to be able to record it, but I want to record all the memories I'm going to get. I could do it from like one of my iPhones. I have 3 iPhones, shockingly. I have a 16 Pro Max, a 14 Pro Max, and a iPhone 13. And any one of those could be used for vlogging and all that, but it's just that with the GoPro, I have to set up very little because it's already set up. Like, I have the cage with the, microphone on the side right here. Then I just gotta change the ND filter whenever I need to. It's already on the tripod. Like, I don't have to change anything out. If I were to use one of my iPhones, I gotta be changing out the clamps, the connect microphones, pull stuff out and whatnot. But that's all cool to do. It's fine, but for convenience, I just want to pull out a camera and start recording without having to set everything up. Which is cool for me to have this because I don't have to do as much. And that's a benefit for me because, again, when I'm on the go as much as I am, because you gotta think, I come to work and stuff, right? Like, y'all only see me come to work, but when I'm leaving work, like, I go home, I set up for my podcast or my stream, and I do that. And I'm not doing any of those things. I'm in dad mode. I'm with my kids. When I'm not with the kids or doing the wrestling stuff and all that, I am, out running errands and all that. And I could be recording more of that, but it's like most of the time I'm mostly at work, and this is when I have the chances to record, is when I'm at work. But this year, like I was discussing with some friends and all that, like, I want to go and do more. I want to go and do some adventures. But I want to be able to vlog and capture memories and stuff, which is why I decided to, get another GoPro, because I had the GoPro 7, but that was running, obviously not fitting the needs I had. So I was like, let me get the newest one and go from there. And then, after buying it, and I was having like the flickering issues and all that, and I feel like I could do better. After researching the Osmo Pocket and the GoPro, I was like, the GoPro would be better for me. I've used it before. I've already know what it can do. I've been using it recently this year, right? And it's worked out good for me. So to invest into a whole other camera that's going to run me almost double what it cost me for this one and still not have all the stuff I'll need for it, it didn't make sense financially. But I'm not dogging the Osmo Pocket 3. It is a great camera. It's just that with an action camera, I can take it to a lot more places and obviously still like take it outside when it's raining and stuff like that. Because I can still use the internal microphone on the GoPro, which from what I've heard is not that bad, but I haven't used it yet. I've been using the external mic that's on the cage. Um, so yeah, you know, it is what it is there, but I am definitely learning a lot more about ND filters and when to use them and when not to use them. Like right now I'm inside with these fluorescent lights. On the iPhone they wouldn't flicker as bad. When I was on the GoPro they would flicker bad when I had the regular lens. And right now it's not doing that. So going forward, I'm just gonna keep using the GoPro. I will use the iPhones and stuff whenever I need to. I mostly use the iPhones when I'm doing like the daily Bible verse or my wrestling news stuff. But the GoPro is mostly gonna be for the vlogs and to capture more memories and stuff. But I do need to invest in more batteries. I only have one, and I'm not gonna lie, GoPro's battery life is not the greatest, but you know, it is what it is. Like I charged it yesterday at 100%, and right now it's like probably close to 60. So like I said, it's not the greatest camera battery life, but it'll do. It'll do for what I need it for. But I'm probably going to invest more money into a maybe two more batteries. That way I can have a total of three, and have two fully charged at all times. Whenever I need to swap it out, swap it out. And I already found the one that I'm gonna get. It's it's on Amazon. It's like $80. It's by GoPro, I believe. It has two batteries and it has a case to recharge the batteries in. And so whenever I pop this one out and swap it for one of the other ones, this one can start charging and all that, you know. But that's where I'm at. I'm going to be investing more into the GoPro. Not going to switch cameras. If I do, it'll probably be closer to like whenever I go to like, if I decide to go to like WrestleMania, or if I decide to go to AEW's All In, which is in Arlington, Texas this year. I'll probably switch to that camera around that time because it'll be more convenient. Or I might just invest more into more stuff for the iPhone 16 Pro Max. Maybe get some ND filters for this one. Get a different case, you know, with the cage components on it. Because I have seen some like cases that have components for like handles, microphone, cold like cold shoe mounts or whatever. Like they have all kinds of stuff for the phone, and you can attach microphones, handles, and this and that. And it's like, okay, if I spend like $100 some on that for the iPhone 16 Pro Max, I don't have to get another camera. I could just save a lot of money and just invest in more stuff with that, because I have a cage. Y'all seen the cage on this channel. But that's meant for more for me when I'm doing the wrestling events that I do, which I'll probably go to another one this month, February 1st. Like right now it's February 1st. So in 2 weeks there's an event here in Dallas, the same promotion I go to all the time. I'm going to go to their event again, and I'm going to use the cage there because it worked out really well last time. And yeah, that's where we're at. We're making moves to make the gear for all my channels better, most notably this one, because I need to invest more time into this and then invest more money to make my gear better for this channel. Because I love using the iPhones. It's just that I don't like to use them all the time, because at the end of the day, they're still phones and they still get notifications and stuff. And you see me try to record videos and my watch goes off like crazy. And yeah, I'm not trying to do all that while I'm trying to record a vlog, because I get distracted easily with my phone in my hand. If I see a notification, I'm going to answer it. Like right now, like I'm not even paying attention to my phone. because I'm mostly focused on the camera. So that's where we're at. Hopefully y'all like this video. Hopefully y'all like my opinion on what I think would be better for me. So if you can, just hit the like button down below, hit the follow button. It all helps out. Until next time, guys, you stay safe. God bless and peace.